Have you ever wanted to rob the bank and get away with it? What if I told you that you could get up to a $500 bonus just for changing your direct deposit for a month or two? In this video, I'm going to be giving you the ultimate step-by-step guide to maximizing your paycheck to make an extra $3,000 or more per year. Seriously, I wish I had this video when I got started a few years ago. But before I get into that, if you're new here, hello there. I'm Nathaniel with the Fat Stacks Academy, where it's our goal to help every American worker make an extra $10,000 to $15,000 per year through financial optimization and the best bank and credit card bonuses. So if you're up for making some fat stacks, hit that like button and let's get stacking. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. The information in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. So how much is your bank paying you for depositing your paycheck into their coffers? If you answered nothing, I'm here to tell you you're being taken advantage of. You see, your bank takes your money and invests it in treasuries and bonds and earns thousands of dollars in interest over the course of your working life on it just for holding it there, and has been doing so for your entire life. So while you're out there busting your ass being a teacher, construction worker, cashier, warehouse worker, truck driver, or military service member, your bank is making money on your regular flow of cash and paying you nothing for it, or even maybe charging you a fee. But there is good news. This is so profitable for banks and credit unions that dozens of them are constantly competing against each other for your direct deposit and willing to pay you to switch. For this video, I scoured the internet for the best direct deposit bonuses I could find and made a blueprint for how to maximize your paycheck to make as much money as possible from these banks. All that I ask from you is that if you found this information valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel. So almost all of these bonuses I'm going to be talking about in this video say that it's only available to new customers. So sadly, does that mean that eventually you will run out of bank bonuses to sign up for? Not really, because on the terms and conditions of many of these banks, you are considered a new customer if you haven't had an account with them in the last 12, 24, 36, or 48 months. So that means if you apply strategically, you can get many of these bonuses over and over again. I've been applying for bonuses for a few years now and wanted to create more of a strategic framework to maximize the time between opening and closing the accounts. This is the video I wish I had when I got started to make as much money as possible years ago. I've put together a framework to maximize your paycheck for the first 2 years for your 52 paychecks. For simplicity, I'm only putting in banks that have direct deposit bonuses. There are a lot more that have a requirement to make a few transactions on their debit card for a bit more money, but for me, that was just a bit too much to manage, and I personally find it easier just using my credit cards for my spending. The goal here is to sign up for the account and close it as soon as possible once you get the bonus to avoid fees and get back in line for the bonus again in the future. All of the offers in this video are nationwide offers, but there's a good chance that you could probably find some better offers locally with some of your credit unions and banks that are only available in your state or region. For me, in my own state, I check a couple of websites that I'll link in the description, Doctor of Credit and profitablecontent.com. Shout out to RJ. All the offers in this video are the current offers, and sometimes they do change in the amount and terms. I tried my best to add banks that have a history of consistent bonuses and terms, so this video will be as relevant as possible. If some of the offers are no longer available because you're watching this down the line, it's still useful to speed through this and understand the framework so that you're maximizing your paycheck each month. So for this video, I want this to work for as many people as possible. I'm assuming that you have 26 paychecks per year, or you're paid bi-weekly, and you make $1,500 every 2 weeks. With this 2-year framework, you'll have an amazing start and will have applied for the accounts in an order that nearly optimally allows you to go back to previously acquired bonuses and get the bonuses again and again. If you make less than that $1,500, it can still work. It will just take a bit longer to complete some of the requirements. If you make more, you can accelerate. This is not a review of any of the bank accounts in this video. It would just take way too long, and I also can't go over all of the terms for each one, but I will put the eligibility and fees to avoid on the screen so you can just pause it for each one so you have that information for when you apply. If I talked about each one of these details for each of these banks, this would be a feature-length film and not really a very digestible video. The point of this video is to just show you how to manage your paycheck so that it can make you as much money from leveraging these banks that are competing against each other. All right, we're about to get into the bonuses, but I wanted to cover a couple of possible roadblocks that you can run into doing this bank bonus hunting game with your direct deposit. The first one is checks. This is a system like your credit score for bank accounts. It doesn't affect your credit score. Most big banks will continue to approve you for new accounts, but some credit unions can get a little wary if you've applied for a lot of accounts and might deny you for that reason. So if you are denied, it can be worth cooling it down and not applying for accounts for a few months, or just getting bonuses from the big banks. The other roadblock is it's not as easy for everyone to change their direct deposit. If you drive Uber, it's really easy. If you are a teacher, maybe it'll be easy. The other roadblock some people might run into is the fact that you have to change your direct deposit over to each new account that you open. So just keep that in mind and get to know your HR department pretty well if you have to work with them and go through them. Hopefully you're just able to update it online with a lot of companies in their portals these days. All right, with all of that out of the way, let's look at these offers and get stacking. The first offer is the Chase checking account. This is a $300 bonus, and all you have to do is direct deposit $500 within the first 90 days. We'll use this one for our first paycheck. Our second account that we're gonna go for is Wells Fargo. They have a $325 bonus for a $1,000 direct deposit in the first 60 days. This will be paycheck number 2. So you could actually do both of these bonuses in your first month, assuming you can move your direct deposit over, and you'll have made an extra $625, and we're just getting started. So the next bonus isn't quite as lucrative, but we're optimizing this over the long haul here. It's for Bank of America. They have a $200 direct deposit when you have a direct deposit of a total of $2,000 within the first 60 days. So if we're assuming that $1,500 paycheck, it'll actually take you 2 pay periods to get this bonus. This will be paycheck 3 and 4. All right, so our next one we're gonna talk about is Laurel Road. They have a $300 direct deposit when you have a direct deposit, so of $2,500 or more within the first 60 days. So this will be your paychecks number 5 and 6. A really cool thing about Laurel Road is they also give you $20 a month extra if you just keep your direct deposit with them. If you decide at this point maybe signing up for all these accounts isn't worth it for you and you're just tired of it, this is actually a good one to stop at because you'll be getting paid for the next 12 months and you don't even have to sign up for any more accounts. But for me, it's going to be more lucrative to keep going, find some more banks and get bigger bonuses. So for Laurel Road, that is your paycheck 5 and 6. The next bank that we'll be going for is the BMO Harris checking account. This is a $500 bonus for a whopping $7,500 cumulative direct deposits within the first 4 months or 120 days. So your money will be tied up here for a little bit, and this will be your paychecks 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, now your next 6 paychecks, we're actually going to sign up for 2 bank accounts at the same time, and I'll explain why in just a second. Axos Bank has a $300 direct deposit when you deposit $1,000 or more per month for 3 months. First Tech Federal Credit Union also has that exact same offer, $1,000 a month for 3 months. So what you'll do is sign up for both of these accounts, send one of your paychecks for the month to Axos, one to First Tech Federal Credit Union. So Axos will be paycheck 12. First Tech will be paycheck 13, back to Axos for paycheck 14, and so on and so on. So total, this will be paycheck 12 through 17, alternating between these two. If that's too much to manage and it's hard with your HR department, you can just stick with one of them for 3 months and then move on. It's just, if you're able to do both, it's more lucrative and you're getting the most out of your paycheck. All right, so paychecks 18 through 21, you'll be opening the PNC checking account. There's a $400 bonus when you deposit $5,000 within 60 days. So that's paycheck 18, 19, 20, and 21. The next account you'll be opening is the EE Credit Union $300 checking bonus. This one just requires a $1,500 direct deposit within 90 days. So it's just paycheck number 22. The next bonus you'll be going for is the City checking bonus. It's a $325 bonus when you do 2 deposits in 90 days totaling $3,000. So this is paycheck 23 and 24. That'll take you a month. And the next one will be the Upgrade checking account. This is a $200 bonus and it only requires a $1,000 direct deposit in 60 days. This is paycheck number 25. And for our final paycheck of the first year, we're going to open an account with Fairwinds Credit Union. It's a $175 bonus for a $1,000 direct deposit in the first 60 days. This is paycheck number 26. So if we combine these 12 accounts we signed up for that are strategically placed so that you're able to maximize each of your paychecks, you'll be making an extra $3,625. All right, so we're done with year one. Year two is when it gets a little more fun because we'll have closed some of these accounts at the beginning and you'll be able to apply for them in the second year. Now, the truth is there's one more thing you need to do for the rest of this plan to work. I don't know why, but if you're not subscribed to this channel, banks just stop approving your applications. There's been a few studies on it. No one's found out exactly why, but just be safe. Subscribe to the Fat Stacks Academy and you'll keep getting more approvals. So before moving on to year two and Paycheck 27, take care of that. All right, so the next account we're gonna sign up for is US Bank. They have a checking account for a $450 bonus. This requires an $8,000 direct deposit within the first 90 days. So this is 6 paychecks and it's your paycheck 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. After that, we have a quickie. It's Chime. There's a $100 bonus for just a $200 direct deposit within the first 45 days. We'll do this one for paycheck 33. All right, and now for our next 3 paychecks, we're going to be combining a couple of accounts again. The next one will be Unify Credit Union. There's a $150 bonus when you open an account and you direct deposit $500 a month for 2 months. So it'll take 2 months and 1 paycheck for each one. The other one we'll use to pad your 35th paycheck to maximize it is the Wells Fargo account again. One of the first ones we did from last year. By now you should have been able to close the account and we'll have not had an account with them for 12 months. And that's a $325 direct deposit for $1,000. Congratulations, you're a new customer and you're getting that bonus again. The next paycheck is another bonus you got last year, the Bank of America $200 direct deposit bonus. And that's for paycheck number 37. If you want that information, just go back to the previous video with that screenshot. All right, and the next one after Bank of America is the Capital One 360 checking account. It's a $250 bonus when you do 2 direct deposits of $250 or more. This is your paycheck 38 and 39. And for our next account, we're going back to BMO Harris from last year. By now, you should have been able to have closed the account. Again, just a note, once you get the bonus and you close the account within the early closure rules, we'll put that on the screen for each bonus. You want to close the account as soon as possible so you're getting in line for this. So for this year two, I'm assuming it's about 15 to 16 months from when you got the last bonus, so that it has some time for cool down. So the BMO Harris checking offer is for $500 again for $7,500 of direct deposit within 120 days, which is going to cover 5 of your paychecks, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44. All right, and our next 2 accounts will be copying what we did last year. We're going to be doing the Axos and First Tech Federal Credit Union bonuses. Each one is $300, but they take 3 months each. You just have your direct deposit go into each one for 1 paycheck each month. So it's $1,000 for 3 months for Axos, and the same for First Tech Federal Credit Union. You'll have 1 paycheck go to Axos, the other one go to First Tech, and you'll do that for the next 3 months to get a $300 bonus from both of them. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is more of a framework. If you find another bonus that works better in your local area, or there's an elevated one, you can mix and match a lot of these offers. This is just an example of how to use all of these terms against each other so that you're making as much money from the banks competing off of each other with the national offers, but there's going to be a lot of local ones that can provide you a bit more value. So this is going to be, for these 2, your paychecks 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And we are on to our last bonus. We'll be getting that city bonus again that you can get every 12 months. $325 for 2 deposits in 90 days, totaling $3,000 or more. This is your paycheck 51 and 52. And in year 2, we'll be making an extra $2,900 with our 2-year total being $6,625 just for moving our paycheck around to these different accounts. And that's assuming you have that $1,500 per week paycheck. You're getting nearly a 10% raise just for moving your paycheck around on a $39,000 salary. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. A little bit of a longer one, but I hope it's worth it so that you have a little bit of a framework to maximize your direct deposit. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and let me know in the comments if you're working on any of these offers, or if you think there might be a slightly better strategy than this one to maximize how much you make from the banks. And as always, if you want to be reminded of how beautiful you are on each and every upload and learn how to make a new fat stack of cash, hit that subscribe button. Every month I find the best, often elevated offers, not just for your direct deposit, but also for your spending and savings. Click over here for that playlist, or click on this video over here that YouTube in its infinite wisdom thinks you'd enjoy even more.